All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got something pretty cool again to show you folks. So if you happen to follow my main channel, Brian Waters Outdoors, I know, terrible plug, but I have been using a mini fire pit for about the last 2 months from a company called East Oak, and we absolutely love it. It's easy to move around, it's easy to carry, it's easy to pack away, and they're perfect to put on a picnic table. So I'm really excited to open this up because this is another one of those really mini fire pits, but this one comes from Saffire Grills. And what's cool about this, guys, it is a USA company and it's a little bit different form factor. And I'll be honest, when I heard him say USA company, the first thing that came to my mind, to be completely honest, was price, because everyone wants to buy USA made products, but nobody wants to spend the money on USA product. Most people don't want to spend the money on USA products. So when I found out the price of this, it is going to be a really good competitor to Solo Stove and the East Oak that I've been using. This goes for $100, $99.95. So it is a lot less than I was thinking it was gonna be. But let's get this thing opened up so I can kind of show it to you, because I've just seen pictures. And I'll tell you, it's a little bit heavier, which is good. There she is. So here's, again, box in a box. Nothing else in there. Let's get that out of the way. So this is the box of the Sapphire ceramic fire pit. So this is not the stainless steel fire pit like my East Oak. Okay, so, and I can tell you, man, it is a lot heftier than that East Oak, which is a good thing. It's hopefully gonna be built very well. So let's get this thing cracked open. Let's see what kind of goodies we get first. So, comes with a nice little bag, which is very important for these because these do get ashy and you do not want to carry these things around, stick them in the back of your truck. So it's got a nice little bag that it's gonna fit in once you get done using it, so you can throw it in your truck and not worry about all the mess. And put that to the side. Man, this thing is solid. All right, that is all that's in the box, that in some directions. Holy cow. So what makes this thing different, and we got some little rubber feet felt pads to put underneath if you're gonna put this on some type of table that you don't want to get scratched. Let's get this out. Let's get this out. And that's all there is to it. And this thing is thick, guys. So this is a ceramic fire pit, unlike the East Oak and the Solo Stove and all the other ones that are stainless steel. But this is nice and hefty, guys. This is nice. So it's ceramic. You've got the actual stainless steel innards that's going to protect it, but the actual construction of this thing is ceramic. You got your feet plate, and there doesn't appear to be much to this thing other than getting it quickly set up, and we're going to throw some wood pellets in there. So pretty interesting here, just reading this, indoor use. Your fire pit may be used indoors, as is, only with the use of gel fuel cans. So those, what do you call them, sterno cans? I guess you can buy those and stick those in here and you can use it indoors. But wood and charcoal, of course, it's fine for anything. I'm gonna be using wood pellets. Yeah, so it's kind of cool that you can use this indoors if you feel the need. So the stainless steel grate is gonna go in the bottom. And then what they're calling, so this is actually called the pellet grate adapter. So if you are gonna be using wood pellets like I use, which I think is the easiest, this actually goes in on this, and you stick it in and you turn it and it kind of locks in place. Just like that. And then we're gonna stick it down in here. And then the fire ring or flame ring is gonna go just on top, guys. So that is it, that is set up. This definitely is a little bit more refined looking than my East Oak or Solo Stove type fire pits. This would probably look a little bit nicer like out on a patio table than what I'm using, because it does get kind of dingy. That stainless steel does tend to, and you might like it, the look of it once you start heating it up and start using it, it kind of changes color. But with this being that ceramic porcelain type material, you know, this one in particular is the gloss black, but it just looks pretty nice. So The most important thing, guys, is I'm gonna fill this thing up with wood pellets. We're gonna take it outside and see what it looks like when it's actually in use. All right, well, it started raining on me, so I pulled this thing underneath the cover. But what I have been using in my current little mini fire pit is these are the cheapest wood pellets I can find on Amazon. You get 20-pound bag for around $9. This is Oklahoma Joe's Smokers wood pellets. Nothing special. This is apple blend, but I'll leave a link for these. But this is what I use, and it works just fine. So we're just going to get this thing filled up. And one thing right off the bat I noticed, this does not hold as much wood pellets as my other one does, but that's not a big deal. So the way that I get these started are these little fire plugs, and you just kind of twist them until they get fuzzy. And you can even break them apart and turn them into two, which I'll probably do here. So nice and fuzzy. And throw one on that side. That on it. And we'll see what this flame looks like when this when the wood pellets start to catch on fire. All right, so it's just now kind of starting to get going, and one of the main things that I can see this has a benefit over my other stove is that the outside does not get hot. So we have kids that play around our little mini fire pit at camp, and we are constantly telling them, you know, don't touch it because it is hot. This does not get hot. It does not hold as many wood chips, like I said, so it's not going to burn as long, but that might not be a bad thing. You know, if you want to go to bed, you don't have to sit and wait for the fire to go out because it's going to burn out quicker, but it does not hold as much. It is, like I keep saying, a little bit more nicer looking, so I think I will probably end up keeping this one at home to use here on the patio on the back porch and use the stainless steel one, you know, out at camp, because that one's a little bit more, I'm not going to be as worried about breaking it or damaging it or scuffing it up, dropping it on the rocks or whatever. This one I think is a little bit better suited for more of like a home environment, but I can tell you it's really nice looking, and I do really like the fact that I can touch the sides of this with my hand. It's a lot safer if you have little kiddos running around. So combustion's going good now. You can see that the fire's actually coming out. Well, you probably can't see, but it's coming out of the smoke ring holes underneath this lid, which is why these things are smokeless, because it burns so hot. And there really is, just like on my other one, there is no smoke coming off of that fire pit, which is what makes these things so great sitting around a table and having a cocktail or two, is that you don't have to sit there and breathe in nasty campfire smoke all the time. But it is working now. There's a good view of the fire coming out of those holes. So here's the scoop on this thing, guys. I do like it. My favorite aspect about it is this ceramic base. My hand is completely touching it. It's so much safer than what I'm gonna call the standard fire pits and what been using for a long time. It's very nice. This will probably, again, stay at home because I would be afraid that I would drop this, crack this glazing on the outside or something, you know, out camping, it falls off the table. But it's perfect for like a home use. But I'm pretty happy with it, and it's heavy, so it's not gonna tip over. And it's got a nice wide base, and all the metal on this is 304 stainless steel. So it's gonna last. And at $100, that's really not a bad deal. USA made, actually less than $100. So it's cheaper than the Solo stove. It's a little bit more expensive than my E-Stoke that I've been using, but it's a completely different style of fire pit. So it's kind of dependent on what you want, obviously, but it is cooking now. Man, this fire is coming out of these holes perfectly. And it's a little bit windy, so it's kind of hard to get a good shot of this flame, but overall, I think it's a pretty good quality little fire pit and something different. And again, this is the best part. I can probably pick this thing up. Yep. See? That's the great thing about this. I don't have to worry about my kiddos getting burned. So anyway, gang, this is the Saffire mini fire pit. I'll put a link down below, and if I happen to get any type of discount codes, I'll make sure to put that in the description below also. So if you do like this, check out down below and I guess, support USA. What can I say? So until next time, guys, see you soon. Take care.